Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of what you might have been through, how to handle the narcissist, if you cannot go no contact, and ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. This video is to explain why you must stop explaining yourself to the narcissist. Most of us fall into the trap of trying to explain our thoughts, feelings and opinions to the narcissist, only to be left confused, angry and irritated. Narcissistic people have a great ability to draw people into their arguments, and this then leaves us confused, feeling bad, angry, full of resentment, or feeling guilty. One of the human needs is love and connection, and another is significance. We want to connect with others, to be loved by others, to care for and be cared about by others. It's a human need. We want to understand others and we want to be understood by others. Form opinions, find a compromise, and get along with people. We don't all think and feel the same. We don't all hear what's being said to us in the way it's meant at times. It is healthy to see other perspectives and to reach compromises with people. It's healthy to have different opinions from other people, and it's healthy to understand that one person is entitled to their opinion and you're entitled to keep your own. The narcissist doesn't connect with others on the same level. They cannot relate to others on that level. We find ourselves trying to use reason and logic to find a compromise with most people throughout our lives. Explaining is a normal human thing to do. It's a normal human response if we feel like we've been misunderstood. Normal people, whatever normal is, most people, should I say, will listen to you and try to understand you. It's exhausting explaining yourself to a narcissist. They will just get you into an argument and you're left feeling far worse. You'd probably be better off just explaining yourself to a brick wall. You do not need to explain yourself to those unable or unwilling to listen, to those who want to bring you down to their level. You are a good person, so as long as you know your intentions are good, people with good intentions will listen to your explanations. Narcissists will use them to try and bring you down. They are not looking to understand or reach a compromise. If they act out in anger towards you, they feel anger at themselves. If they act out in jealousy towards you, they are either feeling jealous or they are doing to you what they are saying you are doing to them. If they are saying you're insecure, it's because of something they have done. Listen to your instincts, not their hurtful words. You are not insecure just because your instincts are trying to tell you something. If they are playing the victim, it's because they want attention. They only have, and possibly some don't have it, cognitive empathy. So they cannot put themselves in your shoes because they're missing the emotional empathy. They can only think about how other people are making them feel, or what you are saying or doing that they could then use against you to further their advantage, to gain dominance and more control over you. Anything you do say, they will use as evidence against you. They need to remain in control of all others, to remain in control of themselves and their lives. When they lose control of other people's minds, they throw massive tantrums. The silent treatments, projection, gaslighting, blame shifting, and rage, all to try and regain control of other people. As they genuinely feel that they are better than others and they need to remain in control of others, they just want to stay in control. So they will be stubborn, they will give ultimatums, they will only think their way and that's the only way to them, and they want to win no matter what. They are lacking in cognitive reflection, so They cannot self-reflect on something they might have said or done to cause an issue. They can only view the world as causing issues to them. Nothing you can do or say will change their minds or opinions. They are locked into their way of thinking. They simply cannot hear what you are saying. They cannot take advice on board. They just see it as you insulting their intelligence. They then take this as massive criticism and act out as they feel judged within themselves. They want revenge on you for how you perceive things not their way and how they believe others have made them feel. They don't understand that they are the ones hurting people, only that others must be punished for the inner pain that they feel within themselves. Now, sometimes you might get that false apology. You might get that little glimpse where you seem to think they understand. They've just upped the game onto a different level. They've had that temporary moment where they might have been caught out on something or things aren't going their way. A slight little bit of reflection, but not enough. And they'll think, oh, right, well, blame shift it onto these. We'll apologise. We'll do this, that and the other. We'll get what we want. And then as soon as they've gotten what they wanted, they forget all about it. And it's all your fault again for basically how they feel and how they think and how they live their lives. They cannot accept the truth even when faced with facts and evidence. If it means they will lose control or lose their reality, they will manipulate in so many ways to deny and blame shift. Narcissists do not hear you, and it's nothing to do with you. Your motives are your motives, and they are not interested in what your motives are. They only care about what they care about, which is themselves. And you can explain till you're blue in the face and hitting a brick wall, and they just will not listen. When you're trying to explain things to them that they don't agree with, they will happily take you off topic, blame shift, provoke, try and cause rage in you to leave you feeling frustrated. When we are not sure of who we are as a person, when people tell you things about who you are that touch insecurities, that we don't feel good enough, it hurts, just like it hurts them. When people put us down, we can feel judged and upset, and the best and the most kind-hearted people can act out in anger when their buttons get pushed enough. Afterwards, they will feel guilt and they will feel remorse. Learn from the mistakes and try not to do it again. If it's your limiting beliefs and as you try to show others who you are and they invalidate your feelings, it hurts and it hurts hard. When we try our best to people please and help others, often destroying ourselves when helping the wrong people, narcissistic people do not feel that guilt and that remorse for their actions. They just feel hurt for themselves. They feel deep inner shame if they've acted out at someone, and they go around hurting people to make themselves feel better as they blame others instead of learning from their own mistakes. They never look towards themselves. They always look for external sources and other people to find fault with and to blame. Now, all people have insecurities, all people have vulnerabilities. Most people try to fit in, most people try to fill their own human needs, and most of us can sound extremely narcissistic at times. We all have narcissism within us. Therefore, when around narcissistic people, this can bring out our narcissistic side. Also causing that cognitive dissonance within our minds where we get left feeling confused and crazy as our beliefs to we are a good-hearted person don't match our realities. When someone's provoking us that badly, then we get caught up in arguments with them. It doesn't match who we are. With the help of their manipulation tactics and blame shifting, it takes us further down. There is a big difference between hurt people who go around hurting people, insecure people who don't know who they are that go around destroying others, and hurt people who help people, insecure people who don't know who they are, who then go around trying to help others feel better within themselves, so as they don't want other people to feel the pain that they felt within their lives. So narcissistic people want people to feel the pain that they feel, to shift it away from them. Good people don't want others to feel that way and want to help them feel better. So where you try to help others feel better, narcissistic people try to bring other people down. Learning to accept and love your insecurities, learning who you are, what makes you happy, your boundaries, creating that inner confidence. And confidence is something that you have to build up and create for yourself. You will learn to help and support the right people and walk away from the wrong people. Narcissists will simply cause arguments because they want to. No rhyme or reason. You can make up plenty of excuses as to why they will, but it's basically because it's who they are and what they want to do. Narcissists don't want to be blamed for any problems, so they must make others at fault for everything that is wrong within their lives. A narcissistic people are some of the most miserable people alive, and they drain the energy and the happiness out of those around them. It never matters what you say or how you say it. They are not going to understand or listen to you, as their brains don't work in the same way as ours. You don't need to explain yourself to the narcissist or convince them of who you are, or convince them of what your intentions are. We go around trying several different ways to explain in a different way, or when they're in a better mood. We try several different approaches to get them to understand us, and they simply do not want to. If your opinions, beliefs, thoughts do not match theirs, they are not interested. Most of them know, most likely most of them know that you are a good person. They most likely just wish they were better than you, so have to bring you down to become better than you. They put you down and make you out to be a bad person to make them feel better within themselves as a person, not realising that this actually only causes that inner shame and makes them feel worse, and they get trapped in that cycle as they are projecting who they are onto you. They are full of anger and resentment, they are full of hurt and pain, and they project this onto others. Narcissistic people hate the fact that others do well for themselves. They are extremely jealous and envious of confident, happy people. They accuse you of being crazy and being an idiot, not remembering things, as they feel that inner shame and they want you to feel it too. It's not your responsibility to explain to people who just don't understand it. You don't have to explain it's wrong for them to disappear on you, why it's wrong for them to cheat on you, why it's wrong for them to lie to you, why it's wrong for them to put you down, as they will keep doing it to you. You have to learn your boundaries of behaviour you will not accept from other people and walk away. It's not your responsibility to explain to your parents why you do or do not want to do something. You're a grown adult. It's your life. It's up to you to live your life how you want to live it for you. If they are telling you that you cannot, starting to make you feel guilty, just leave them out of the conversation. If it's your parents, your partner, your exes, your friends, that is their opinion and that is for them. They are entitled to their opinion and they are entitled to keep their opinion. It's not up to you to change anyone other than yourself. You cannot change people. You can only help people if they are willing and want help. You cannot help people who are unable or unwilling to accept responsibility for their own lives, their own mistakes and their own errors in judgment, their own jealousy, their own need for control. It's not up to you to make them see sense. It's up to you to know that it's up to you to know that they are entitled to their own opinion, and you are entitled to walk away and not let it define who you are. You are entitled to your own opinion, even if someone else doesn't agree with it. When you get drawn into their games and their arguments, they feed off it. Winning the discussion isn't your end goal. Their end goal is to win the argument. Remaining true to yourself is all you need. You try to get them to have a better opinion of you, and it'll never happen, as they are not interested in who you are. They are only interested in their way. They are only interested in what they can take from you. Keeping true to yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, believing in yourself and who you are. Even if you have to start learning who you are and believe in yourself, it's always the best place to start. If you have to communicate them, knowing that you make sense, knowing that you know what the outcome is, you only need to explain once. If you really need to explain once. You've said it. You don't need to get drawn into that argument with them. You don't need them taking you off topic and telling you that, provoking you about something else. Just tell them once and leave it be. Retreat, rethink and respond. If you feel like you're getting nowhere fast and you're starting to feel that inner anger, all you need to say is things like, I'm sorry you feel that way, and you're entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to mine, in a calm voice, with a straight face as that you possibly can, and don't get defensive. It's not up to you to force someone else to understand you. If they don't agree, there is no need to keep going. If you want to explain once and leave it. If it's your parents saying you're incapable of doing something, don't explain why or how you can. Just go and show them that you can. Prove them wrong with your actions and not your words. Narcissistic people are fantastic at promising you the world with the words and giving you naff all with their actions. So do the opposite. Don't even give them any of the words. Just go and show with your actions. Remember, it's not about winning. It's about remaining true to who you are. If they are not willing to compromise, leave them to it. Managing your own emotional state around them. Knowing they just don't understand on your level. Best is saying nothing, leaving them to live their life, and you go and live your life. Hold your ground and don't give in. It's not worth it. Narcissists will up their games when people don't react, as that is what they want. Learning who you are, your worth, your value, your boundaries, is only ever dependent on you. Who you are, who you want to be. Only you define you. Thank you for listening. Bye.